y'all, what's good? Thank you for coming back to this channel. It is the Financial Room. If it's your first time, I welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, it's great to have you back. I once spoke about the 12 principles that are found in the Bible regarding investing, and I left it at the 6th principle. So today I'll be taking it on from the 6th one all the way down to the end. So do stick with me and remember to subscribe. On that note, I want to remind you as well that none of what I share here is financial advice. If you're seeking for financial advice, speak to a financial advisor who is registered and certified with the FSCA. Just a quick recap on the last video. I said, first of all, the first principle is to be faithful with the little that you have. The second one was preserving your seed and not eating all of your money or not using up all of your money. The third one is you have to only invest in what you understand. And I did mention that if you cannot explain it in the simplest form to anyone, you probably don't understand. And I emphasized that you need to do your research, take your time, do not be rushed into any complicated investments. And then I said again that you need to plan. Planning is really crucial. You need to plan towards your investments, have it in your head, know what's going on, really know what is happening with your money. And lastly, I mentioned that you have to be diligent, as King Solomon encouraged us in the Bible to be diligent, and the person who is diligent is regarded as wise and righteous. So you don't want to find yourself in a position where you are not wise and you are not righteous. Moving right into today's session, I will be encouraging you to be patient, which is our 7th principle on this talk. Be patient and gain wealth one step at a time. Abazisilungu kahle will say patience is virtue. And it is so true. I will read the book of Proverbs 13 verse 11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whatever gathers little by little would increase it. In the simplest way I can say, into enzeka masishane or umnotho otholakala ngokushesha, ngokukhulu ukushesha, uyashesha ukushabalala. Easy come, easy go. But iqhubeka ithi noma nga ubani oqoqelela kancane, surely into zakhe kuzolunga, it will increase. Learning to be patient is a great compliment on being diligent, because building wealth takes good time and really good patience. Think of when you have planted an avocado tree versus when you have planted a tomato plant or tree-ish, because it's quite small. Which one will harvest first? It will probably be the tomato, but now look at the yield, or look at how much of that produce you will have. A tomato obviously will be smaller than an avocado tree, which will be really big and will give you a lot of avocados. So a time frame yakhona ayifani, so you have to be patient, much more patient with your avocado tree than you will be, or than you are required to be with your tomato tree. The next principle is to seek wise counsel. Consult kubantu abahambile before you. Kuthiwa indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. So I'll read again in the Bible, since you all know this whole talk is influenced by advice that we are getting from the Bible. Whoever ignores instruction despises himself, but he who listens to reproof gains intelligence. Proverbs 15 verse 22 says, without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. The last one will be, poverty and disgrace come to him who ignores instruction, but whoever heeds reproof is honored. Lento ipuma iza nokuthi you need to be humble You have to have an open heart and an open mind towards learning, towards being corrected, towards growing, and having someone ongaphezu kwakho who will tell you when you are doing good or when you're doing wrong. Seek advice. It is good. Even the Bible encourages you to. You do not know everything. And if you can ask successful people, they probably have either a mentor or someone they really look up to and whose word they take really seriously over their lives. You cannot be a successful investor alone. I recently read a post on Instagram saying if you want to be wealthy, work with people who are already wealthy and show them ways on how you can actually bring them more wealth. But that comes with having those people trust you first, because I'm pretty sure they'll have long-lasting relationships already that they have had for many, many years that have brought them to the place that they are in today of having that type of wealth. But if you want to truly succeed, you need help and advice from people who are either before you or older than you or further from you in life, who have more experience. Whether you seek advice from qualified people, whether you seek it from books or older elders, books on investments or counseling, whichever route you choose or whichever road you take, as long as you get yourself some advice, you'll be good. So how do you know this person is good for me to hear from? How do we know this person is good for my environment, for me to receive from, for them to reprimand me, for them, you look at their life. What is their success level when it comes to investing? And then I also remember a tweet by Casper. He was saying that he had once received advice from people who are not considered to be successful in life. So status somuntu sinjali, it's all up here. It's all up here. So if you look at that person, are they in a position of taking you further or bringing you knowledge that will help you in your journey, help you grow, is what I mean, because you do not want people who will be drawing you back and beating you down. The next one, procrastination. A lot of us struggle with procrastination. A lot of us deal with procrastination either because we are perfectionists or we do not really believe in ourselves, or we think we cannot do it the way it's supposed to be done. But let me tell you what, if you know you need to do something, if you have to do something, just go for it, man. But you need to stop procrastinating. So let's consult the Bible and see what it says. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4 says, "Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap." So you are going to try and always wait for the perfect time. It'll cause a lot of delay in your life. There is never really a crisp, perfect time. So this is what the verse simply says. And Hebrews 12 verse 11, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest." Proverbs 20 verse 4, "Sluggards do not plow in season, so at harvest time they look but find nothing." Ilabantu laba who expect to be reaping from places they didn't sow. So we put in the work, Tina. We do this, we do that, we read books, we consult, we go to school, we take a course, we do this and this and that, right? And then in the time of harvest, the sluggish people who didn't really do much, who were just throwing up their feet and busy procrastinating and having excuses will be expecting now to be harvesting with the rest of us, but it does not work that way. Most people, however, believe that investing is important, but they put it off because of either one of the following reasons. They believe they cannot afford it, number one, because they are literally living from paycheck to paycheck, and they expect to have more disposable income later, so they'll wait until they can invest at that time. Maybe mhlawumbe umuntu utshela ukuthi uzothola khona ibonus. Right? Other people are just simply intimidated by it. Fear is a bad little demon. It gets to a lot of people. So some of the people will hold back because of that. Another reason will be the economy may not be in a good condition, and so people think they will lose money. It doesn't really look good at the moment, and they don't want to take that risk. Another excuse, or well, we are talking about excuses here, or stuff that just hold people back from investing. They think that, oh man, I'm still young, I'm really young, retirement is really far from me. And I saw a post on I really didn't look much into it, but Mpumi Lidwaba said something on her Instagram. She said she actually retired without knowing that she had retired. So retirement is not about age. Retirement isn't about age. I'm still gonna go back to that post and read it up properly. But and tons of other reasons that people bring up as excuses as not to invest. So the earlier you start contributing to your investment accounts, the better it'll be. Even if your excuses seem legit, like ayezwakala, but let me tell you something. If you will live a life of excuses, I dare you, there is nothing you will ever do, because you will always have an excuse as to not do what you're supposed to do, what you should do, what you want to do. Okay, moving on to the next one. Diversify your investments. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Okay, it's quite self-explanatory, but it is wise to not stock up all of your eggs in one basket, or else should anything happen, you lose everything all at once, and I cannot begin to imagine the disaster you will be going through. So make it a habit to invest your money in several types of investments or places. Allocate your assets in different areas. This will help you to protect your money. It'll give you confidence if something happens in the economy and it affects one specific type of business. You will know that you still have another leg to stand on with your other types of investments. So let us have a look, or rather recap, on the different types of investments that you can diversify upon. We have stocks, we have mutual funds, we have EFTs, exchange traded funds, we have real estate, gold, commodity, bonds, money lending. The money lending, I'm reminded of loan sharks. It is a lucrative business, but it's really harsh on the customer. It's just really bad. It tears you up completely, because the interest can go as high as 300%, which is crazy. So I would not advise you to go to loan sharks. I know the bank gives you issues and problems if you are a low class earner, or you really don't have a stable income, or you're literally living from paycheck to paycheck, but try by all means to stay away from loan sharks. And whenever you do lend, go to money lenders to get money, ensure that they are a registered entity, so that your rights are protected as a customer. And it helps you to it protects you as a customer in a way you will not be drowning into more and more debt. Okay. All right. And business ventures, starting a business, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say that is an investment in a way for now, for today's topic. It is definitely an investment, but starting a business and breaking even and all of those stuff, it's a whole lot of work. You may be losing money along the way, but there are tons and tons of investments that you can set yourself up with. Last but not least, do not hoard your money. Anyways, Ecclesiastes 5 verse 13 to 14. I have seen a grievous evil under the sun, wealth hoarded to the harm of its owners, or wealth lost through some misfortune, so that when they have children, there is nothing left for them to inherit. Okay. Luke 16 verse 9 reads, I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourself, so that when it is gone, you will be welcomed into eternal dwellings. There's a saying, Eri, money is like manure or fertilizer. It is best used when you spread it, not when you just keep it all in one place. Okay. It is great, it is awesome when you have money. We all are happy for you, but hoarding that money is not a good sign of just you. It doesn't reflect good on your soul. It means that you are stagnant, you are stingy, you really, just, and it will bring stagnation one way or another, being a hoarder. Remember when I recorded that video of achieving your financial freedom? Generosity was one of the ways in which you can achieve financial freedom. The Bible says that blessed is the hand that gives than the one that receives. And so giving is something you should cultivate in your daily living. As much as we want to build wealth, it is still okay to give to other people. All right, I did say last but not least, but here's the very last one. Put your money to work. Stagnation, money under the mattress, it does not work. So have your money work for you, not the other way around. Be smart about it. Invest it here, invest it there. Try this, try that. Ensure that you do your research and you are in good standing with the law, with whatever that you do, because you don't want to put your children in trouble. You don't want to put your family in trouble. We want this to be a generational blessing. That is all I have for you today. I hope this video served you well. If it did, please share it with your friends and your family. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.